Well, Bennett Kessler filed this following report. Wednesday night, the Mammoth Town Council will consider approval of the formation of the Mammoth Lakes Tourism Business Improvement District. Now, this move would mean annual assessments on gross sales of many businesses to raise $4.7 million to pay for marketing of the town and for air service subsidy. Now, this issue is the main item on the council agenda Wednesday night. Now, according to the TBID website, 68.35% of local businesses petitioned to approve formation of the TBID. A minimum of 51% was required. Now, this issue has gone through the legal steps, including public comment at the council's last meeting. In that session, comments were about evenly split for and against the additional tax, as most see it. Lodging would pay 1% of gross revenue, retail 1.5% of gross sales, restaurants 1.5% of gross food sales, 2% on lift ticket and ski school sales at the ski resorts, with retail and restaurant businesses that bring in less than $150,000 in annual revenue or which do not receive at least 50% of their annual revenue from visitors. Payment would be $500 per year. Now, if the town council approves this new district, the collections will start August 1st. There is an appeal process. And again, this meeting taking place on Wednesday. If you would like to get some more information, call the town of Mammoth Lake 760-934-2712, extension 0. And coming up next week on July 8th and 9th, the town council will hold 2 public meetings to set priorities for the coming fiscal year. When the town council approved the fiscal year 2013-14 budget on June 19th, they established spending and policy priorities for the town for fiscal year 2013-14. Now, the purpose of these strategic planning sessions is for the town council to more formally articulate their priorities for the upcoming fiscal year, as well as to establish a longer-term strategic focus for the town, according to a press release. Now, said Mammoth Mayor Rick Wood, "I want the town council's decisions, including funding decisions during the year, to follow the priorities, not the other way around. We, the town council, need to identify and communicate to the public what the most important priorities are for the town of Mammoth Lakes. This will ultimately determine what we can and cannot do, providing greater leadership and more effective governance for the community and clarity for staff," end quote. These strategic planning sessions have been scheduled for Suite Z in the Minaret Village Mall, will be webcast and broadcast to the public. First session Monday, July 8th, starting at 2:30 p.m., expected to conclude at 5 p.m. Second session Tuesday, July 9th, beginning at 3 p.m., scheduled to finish at 5 p.m. Both sessions will be facilitated by Mammoth Mayor Rick Wood with assistance from Town Manager Mariana Marashiva Martinez. For more information regarding the Town Council strategic planning sessions, contact Town Manager Mariana Marashiva Martinez at 760-934-8989, extension 228. Well, an employee of the town of Mammoth Lakes who remained publicly positive through the painful, devastating job losses, restructuring, and debt resolution has now decided to leave his job. Johnny Gates, assistant building official and head of the Employees Association since 2006, will go to Truckee with his family. Bennett Kessler filed this report. Gates was characteristically upbeat, yet clearly sad about his decision. He said, quote, "I can't say enough good things about Mammoth. This was without a doubt the hardest decision we've had to make," end quote. Gates, his wife Heidi, and their 2 sons will move to Truckee. He will start there as chief building official August 2nd. The Gates family has deep roots in Mammoth. Heidi was born and raised in the community. Her parents have lived in Mammoth since the early days. Gates said, quote, "From the bottom of my heart, I want to thank everyone here for the lessons, for the good times, and for the friendships," end quote. Now, what about the hard times in town government, the job losses, the management changes? Is that what led him to leave his job with the town? Gates said, quote, "It was hard. I've never shied away from a challenge. I've always wanted to be there in any way I can. It was not the #1 factor. My family is the #1 factor," end quote. Gates, seen as the symbol of positivity in a failing town government, said when word got out about his decision, it was, quote, "very emotional and the support was stunning," end quote. He will stay on to help with recruitment and the transition. Well, just getting their new business started are Matt and Candace Kyle, who have renovated and are ready to open the Chalfont Mercantile again, hopefully on Wednesday. Sierra Wave Media's Bill LeFever talked with Candace Kyle.
Okay, well, we're here at the Chalfont Mercantile with Candace Kyle, and Candace and her husband Matt have made tremendous progress in completely redoing the Chalfont Mercantile. Tell us a little bit about where you're at, Candace, and when we're going to see the Mercantile open.
Well, we're getting in that home stretch. Everything's really coming together. We're hoping to open this Wednesday, providing that the health department passes everything, make sure we put everything away correctly. We've had a little bit of a hold up with our booths and tables, so those should be here in a couple weeks. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that one. But in the meantime, we have picnic tables so everyone can come and eat and sit down, and it's all coming together really well. We're getting our food in this afternoon.
And the menu, tell us about the menu, what you're going to be offering here for the folks.
We have many gourmet burgers prepared by our chef. Just layers of flavor. Cheeses I've never even heard of that just sound so good. His specialty is flavored french fries, big, thick, fresh cut french fries with all sorts of gourmet sauces to put on them. And those come with the burgers. We also have healthy choices and side dishes. So it should be a lot of fun. Everyone will really like our menu, I'm sure of it.
Well, the restaurant sounds fantastic. Now tell us about the store portion of the store, the convenience items, what all you'll be offering there.
I'm sure Chalfont will be very happy to have all these convenience items. We have sodas, coffees, teas, a coffee and espresso bar. Also a flavor blended ice cream machine, so we can blend in all your favorite frozen fruits and candies and all sorts of stuff, and have some cold treats for this summer. I'm sure the kids in Chalfont will be happy with that one.
And gas and diesel as well as propane, you'll be offering those items too?
Yep, they're all here ready to go.
Okay, and again, when's the projected opening day?
We're hoping Wednesday morning we'll be able to open our doors and put out the open sign. Yeah, if all things go accordingly.
Okay, well, congratulations. The store looks great, and I'm sure folks are going to be very anxious to try out the gourmet burgers.
Thank you.
Well, good for the Kyles, and we know a lot of people are looking forward to checking out the new Chalfont Mercantile. We'll be back with a weather report.